So this fucking, I don't know, this bloody magic man, he was some fox, some maverick guy. He walks in, he takes the bloody stone.
Yeah.
We're looking for that for ages. And this platypus guy, this was years ago. This platypus guy, he comes in and they start having this face off like they're from a bloody Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, lived a few of those myself.
Bloody weird.
Yeah.
So, Rouge, you know
Don't.
You know anything about that camera?
What?
Right over there.
It's like 10 o'clock at night. This is not even like...
We're in Spain, Rouge.
Shit, you're right. This is
Certainly
the usual
doesn't
time.
feel like bloody 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Just
If
as well
anything, feels
considering
like
you...
10 bloody o'clock in the other way.
I'm so mad at you for screwing up.
Oh, Rouge. You told me to be here now.
You
got the
told...
shifts wrong.
No. You are unbelievable. You were the one who told me it would be at 10 p.m., but apparently it's 11 p.m. to change at the guard. So, what you gonna do about that, Nack?
I don't use that one anymore.
Well, I do. Deal with it.
I don't use it anymore.
Hey, guys. Or are we,
I
like,
was using too many bloody names, that was the problem.
somewhere in Madrid? I don't even remember. You dragged me out here?
Rouge, you asked me.
Yeah, and I got you to do all the hard work, so I didn't have to, obviously.
Don't know why, you just want the bloody bags out of this joint.
That's exactly what I want.
Least valuable thing in there. Far as I understand.
It's the only thing I want, Nack.
Good for me.
You can have everything else. But you know, next time I expect a little more professionalism.
Well, that's something coming from you, Rouge, but we'll just ignore that, won't we?
What's that supposed to mean? What the fuck is that?
Somebody's giving you money, Rouge.
Metal Scourge, could I interest you in some high quality toast?
That a code word?
I'm gonna say yes. So then I'm gonna say no, if that makes any sense at all. No, I do not want your toast. I don't want your butter either.
So, Rouge, you do live streaming, I guess. Is that what this is?
It's very
What
complicated.
kind do you do?
Don't act like you care.
Just asking what kind of you do.
Some people
Kinda
stalk me
strange.
for money, okay? They stalk me
Not
because
what
I'm
I would
popular.
first assumed.
I'm popular and people want to watch me, so a company stalks me. Understand?
Well, you made it pretty fucking clear, didn't you?
Yeah.
So what do you want to do for the next hour?
Don't look at me like that. Not funny. Not funny. He night fury lover, Mother Rouge cuddles, time jumped. It was the worst time too. No, he didn't. There
Yeah,
isn't.
the bloody hell is cuddles.
That is so complicated. I'm not even gonna start to tell you. It's some kid who's not mine. Okay, so don't look at me like
I
that.
know, Rouge. You don't have any.
He's the
Is
kid.
that the case?
He's the kid of somebody I know, and that somebody would have told me if something happened to him. Okay? He would have told me.
But it's not yours.
No.
Look, Rouge, I know you don't have any bloody sisters.
What are you talking about?
It's not your bloody nephew, so who is the kid?
Just the son of somebody I know, or somebody I used to know, okay?
So is it a he or a she you used to know as a kid you're worried about?
Just some guy I used to work with, okay? A guy from work. Jesus. Hey, Omega. Rouge, my nephew is gone. Shadow is in distress. Omega, what?
Shadow?
Yeah, just the guy.
Ah, that's the guy who has the kid you don't know anything about but care about.
Listen, it's really complicated, and I don't expect you, of all people, to understand.
Well, I've got time to... I've got time if you want to make me understand.
Listen here, you nosy little weasel.
What's your boa?
What the fuck? You literally call yourself a weasel.
No,
It's Nack the Weasel.
that was
That's your
alias.
name. You're called
I made it up. Don't you know that, Rouge? Come on.
I thought Fang was the fake name.
I thought you were supposed to be smart.
I thought you told me Fang was the fake
They're
name.
both bloody fake. Why would I use my real name?
Well, you got me there. Omega, there's no way that's right. It's too soon. It's happened too fast. No, you got something wrong. He probably just ran off. That's what he does. Omega, did you actually check? Did you actually check? Hey, Andrew. Can you say hi to Sarah, Toaster Brains, Neo, and Star Sims? Hey, guys. You wanna say
So am
hi?
I getting a cut of this?
You're getting a cut by getting to steal whatever you want,
And
except
this
the
is part of
bags.
this is part of the deal.
Apparently so. Just roll with
Alright.
it, please. For me.
Hello, Sarah, Toaster Brains, Neo, and Star Sims.
That's a good boy. Hey, Honey the cat. Been sent on a mission. A lovely viewer but the streams by the name of Retro wants a very warm shout out from Mr. Fang. Oh my god.
Well, Rouge,
Somebody
you said
actually
these were-
likes you.
You said these were your fans.
Okay, well,
Didn't
she
you?
obviously has no eyes
Alright.
and no ears.
Well, a big old... What was that? Let's read that again, Rouge. Ah, yeah. A very warm shout out to Retro.
Why don't you just blow her a kiss while you're at it?
I might just do that.
Honey, he's all yours. You can have him all to yourself. Ew, you actually did that. That is so gross. I just got a massive ick, like a little snake going down my
Well,
spine.
Rouge,
Ew.
that doesn't mean much to me. I know you don't like plugs.
What?
You don't have to take offense. I'm new age about it.
Okay, first of all, you're not. And I don't talk about that, okay?
Alright.
It's none of your business.
You can not like plugs in peace.
You can just stop right there. I know what you're doing.
You wouldn't be able to resist me any other way.
You're funny, I'll give you that. You're really hilarious.
But speaking of all that, how are you and Topaz doing?
You know, I think I could resist that tooth any day.
What's wrong with it?
It's disgusting, Nack.
It has a masculine charm.
No, it has no charm. It looks like a shark tooth. And I do not talk about Topaz.
Why not?
Because we don't talk anymore.
Well, you two going through something.
You could say
I mean,
that.
forgive me for not being in the loop here, Rouge. You've not seen you in, gosh, few years now.
Yeah, and whose fault is that? Hey, Lightning Tiger Fang, are you Australian? Also, where's Bean and Bark? Yeah, I was half expecting you to bring those
Oh,
losers.
God. Oh, no. Bean's always been bloody crazy.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I don't need to tell anyone who's met him.
The last time I saw him, he was trying to convince me he was a literal spring. That he was a spring that had been brought to life.
Bark started talking.
What the fuck? No.
He wasn't mute.
No, there is no way.
No, he wasn't mute.
There is no way he couldn't talk.
No, here's the story, Rouge.
No, I have to read this. You just sit on
I'll
that
get
for a
onto
second.
that for
This-
you in a second.
Because this is Omega. This is my... Can I just say he's my dog for all intents and purposes? Just for simplifying
You named
this?
your dog Omega.
Let's say yes, and
Do you
let's
have
say...
another dog called Alpha?
If I could, I would. Listen, it's complicated. I saw him disappear. Shadow said extremely troubling details about his past revealed to him. Dr. Agman via Gerald Robotnik's diary. Already seemed extremely emotionally broken. Information, the name poem of Wildfire, he needed assistance. Well, good. Good, I'm glad he learned something.
Can't help but notice that your dog talks, Rouge.
It's none of your business,
How many
Nack.
dogs you got on the go?
Currently, I only have you. Omega, you're getting hysterical. Calm down. I'm sure the kid is fine. And even if he has jumped in time, he'll be back soon. I'm sure. We know that. We know that's true.
Well, look at that, Rouge. They seem to have lots of people on the go.
Yes,
Mother Mario's waiting for you at the Mushroom Kingdom.
that is not in a literal sense. That That
Honestly, Rouge.
that has a complex history. You're trying to get under my skin, and I'm not going to let you. Omega.
I'm about to laugh.
Shadow made his own bed. Now he can lie in it, literally and metaphorically. It's not my fault. Waiting for the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario, stop hitting on me. It's not going to happen. I'm not into little fat Italian plumbers.
She doesn't like men. Thanks, Lost Shadow Lord. I've picked this up already. Fang does the name Sonya mean anything to you? That's funny. Oh, God.
No.
No, that was a job.
Wait, hang on a second. You mean that little princess with the whiny little voice?
That was a job.
I have to know what happened.
You wouldn't believe what I nicked out of that place,
Young
Rouge.
Silver did in fact jump. Shat didn't take it too well. Ask your former boss. Well, you know what? You know what? It's not my responsibility. He's treated me like garbage. He killed my grandpa.
Your grandpa's dead. I thought it would have been
Yeah, and a
already.
little birdie, him himself, told me that you...
How bloody old was he?
Old.
He was old when I was working for him.
Yeah, and you indirectly
Never
killed my
mind now.
grandma, thanks, Nack.
Nah, that was her own fault. Never thought you'd find out about that, though.
He told me. And then Shadow killed him. Which was great.
So Shadow killed you. Shadow killed your grandpa.
You understand why I'm not friends with him, and I'm not upset that he's upset right now.
He might get your dad before the facts do.
I don't talk to my father, and you know that. Don't rub it in my face that you know him. Hello, Neo. Hello, Fang. I've heard much about you. I'll bet you have. Can you be so kind as to say hello to my friend Mandy, the bunny, aka Retro, for me? Is she one of your girls?
Could be.
She's quite the fan of your work. In fact, I think she needs a special hello.
Well then, hello, Mandy.
You gonna
the
blow her
bunny,
another kiss?
aka
This other one a
Retro.
kiss? Is it the same one?
Sounds like it.
Wow, usually I'm the one with the simps, but you got your own. Congratulations,
Lucky
Nack.
me, Rouge.
Tooth and all.
Tooth and all.
And delight her with some other kind of creepy flirtation, or what?
Well, maybe someday our paths will cross.
Yeah, maybe. Hey,
That'd
Lightning
be
Tiger.
nice.
Every time someone says someone's fine, a jinx happens. Well, I'm totally fine. I'm gonna be fine as soon as I get these bags,
Well, you know,
which is gonna
you don't
happen
seem
now in
fine.
45 minutes. It'll be in and out, easy as pie.
Bloody hell if... Ah, that makes sense of it now.
And you never...
Your grandpa's dead. Those the bags, I get it.
He was gonna give them to me, Nack.
Was he?
Yeah.
Or do they just belong to you like the gems you steal do?
No, he was literally going to give them to me.
Rouge, when did you meet your grandpa?
The other week.
Okay. What's the context behind this?
This stupid show is the context behind it, okay? If you must know.
Well, look at that. Taste of brains. Hello there, Fang. It's nice to see your debut. Question, what's your thoughts on magical lop-eared bunnies that can wield water magic with the flick of a wand? Thanks, Retro.
Oh my god, she is aggressively hitting on you.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't mind finding out what that water does.
Ew! That is nasty.
I've got
no
no clue what it does, but I'm willing to find out.
Oh, I'll bet you are, you
I'm
desperate
willing to
little
find
weasel.
out. I'm not a bloody weasel,
I'm still
Rouge.
calling you a weasel.
Rouge, I'm not a bloody weasel.
You'll always be Nack the Weasel to me.
Rouge. Nack the Weasel died.
Congratulations.
I faked Nack the Weasel's death.
Yet he's still standing before me.
You seeing Fang?
I don't care, Nack.
You know, you're just being bloody minded about it. But, circling back, sorry about your grandma. She wasn't nice, if you think that.
I'm sure she wasn't. She birthed my mother. You don't know her, but you should be glad you don't.
Shit, I was talking about Bark. God, that's...
Shut up.
It's a story.
Thanks,
enough.
CGO3. Shadow learned he was the creation of a madman. Yeah, I know. Constantly tested to see if his body can adapt and kill viruses and disease. Yeah, I know. Time jumps are hereditary. Okay, I did not know that. The only reason why Shadow hasn't time jumped was due to the alien tech rings balled through his ankle. So that's what those are for.
Alright, that is, you know, Rouge, you've gotten involved in some interesting stuff.
That's what they're for.
So somebody called Shadow is a time traveller.
Or at least apparently would be.
Who has alien rings on his ankles, so anklets. And you are
What? I'm what?
friends with this guy.
We worked together, or at least we did, okay? Are you happy? Is that gonna satisfy you?
Yeah, you know what it does.
Hey, Pika Trap, Shadow didn't even yell at the Conrads. You mean comrades? Yeah, probably because you dragged up a bunch of trauma for him that he pretends he can't remember, despite the fact I know he can.
There's commies involved in all this.
They're just trolls. It's made up. Shadow, he has a thing about America and anti-communism. It's really immature.
Oh, he's one of those Yanks.
No, he's his own thing completely.
Sounds like a real original.
I want to circle back to talking about Bark, who apparently wasn't mute the entire
No,
time.
he wasn't mute the entire time.
Because that just mildly freaks me
It's a
out.
pain
The
in
fact
my
that he
bloody
could have
ears.
said anything at any
I know,
point.
here's the deal. I took him on too many bloody jobs and made too much bloody money from the cuts I was giving him, which weren't very big, I'll give you that. But here's the deal, Rouge. He wasn't mute. He never was mute. He says he was functionally mute because he didn't talk, because he had a stutter. He went to a speech therapist with the money that he was making off of my jobs.
No. This.
Now he won't. Now that he's talking, he won't shut up.
Okay, that is
He's got
very,
however many years of pent up
very-
talking in him. It's all coming out at once like diarrhea.
Speaking of coming out at once, like verbal diarrhea, I told him so much about myself, thinking he couldn't express that because he also doesn't know how to write.
Alright, you were doing that again, weren't you? Talking to people like they're a diary. You should write this stuff down, Rouge.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Did he ever... No, of course he never told you. You wouldn't be just standing there otherwise.
Well, now I'm interested. Whatever it is, he'll be willing to talk about it.
Hey,
He's willing
Omega.
to talk about anything.
Rouge, you should know
Pain in
that
my
Shadow was
ass.
subject to the torture, the observation of his regenerative abilities during his time on the Ark. I kind of figured, Omega.
I know.
Gerald Rabati was not the man he remembered. He was a monster. Omega.
I know.
What?
It's that Shadow, the one from the news. 3 so years ago.
Yes. How
The
many
guy
people-
was shooting up the aliens
Yes.
on the 5 o'clock news round the world.
Yes, that one.
Gosh.
I kind of took him under my wing. Okay?
Are you adopted Mr. Alien Killer?
Let's just say yes.
Gosh, that's not like you, Rouge.
No, it's really not. You know what I always say, Nack? And I think you'd agree. No good deed goes unpunished, right?
Well, I suppose taking in some lonely poor soul, it is a rather good deed.
Yeah, listen, Omega, I don't want to talk about how I know. But I kind of already did. Okay? I already know
You've
he's...
got messages, Rouge.
Yeah, I'll get to it. Hey, DG. Don't know if you know this, Rouge. Ear shoes are needed since he can't walk more than 7 steps without risking nerve damage to his ankles. I did not know about the damage. I know that he can't move without them. Listen, I know him better than you think, okay?
Cuddles was his last hope in keeping sane. His last words to his boy were, "I still have you, son," before Cuddles time jumped.
It's really weird, okay?
So he's a time-traveling alien man who happens to look like a skunk.
Yes, who happens to look like a skunk.
He looks like a skunk with a dog tail.
Yeah, I know. I know. Still looks better than you.
Thanks, Rouge. Right then, what's this?
Hey, thanks for being a member of the club, Child of the Moon. Rouge, you and Shadow worked really well together, worked well in the sheets too. You know what? That is none of your business.
Know.
You little nasty.
But he's part alien, that was all in the news.
No.
He's probably not even normal down there. Of course.
Oh my
I'm being
God!
told
No,
know.
you did not just say that. Okay, that's first of all, that's probably the only normal part about him, and secondly,
I say
you
do
don't.
know.
Wait, you think somebody's made that up?
Well, Rouge. Oh, Jesus, shitting on his bicycle. You know, all these years.
Don't know.
I thought you
No.
just didn't like men.
Don't you start. No.
You know, when you and Topaz were saying back in the day, screw men, but not like that. Like it was your catchphrase.
Yeah, listen, that is not.
I felt that was a bit immature, but, well, I see you got over
I was
not
literally
like that.
18 for a start. It's
You
none of
looked
your-
older.
Does any? You are so gross. You are so gross. Ew. Ew. I
Must have been
can't.
about 10 years ago.
Yeah. it must
Coming
have
up.
been. I don't talk about Topaz anymore, Nack.
What bloody happened?
That's none
Rouge,
of
I've
your.
not seen you about, gosh, 3.5, 4 years. Last I remember.
Try 5, Nack.
Alright, there we go. Last I remember, you two were doing just fine, so.
Yeah, well, we're not anymore. I haven't talked to her in years.
Not what she said.
What are you talking about?
Maybe she just didn't want to talk about it, but she said everything was fine.
When was the last time you saw her?
Gosh. You know, it's strange. I bumped into her in the supermarket. It was the weirdest thing that's ever happened to
You
me.
go to the supermarket? Don't answer that.
Needs be, a man's got to eat.
Don't answer that. Just keep going.
Elaborate. How did you know what Shadow went through? Well, it sounds like you two know a lot about each other.
Oh my God, you wouldn't know, but he has a lot of.
And Omega's one of the dogs.
In a way. Listen, he has a lot of trauma, and he wakes up every night kind of screaming about it after talking about it in his sleep. Okay, so I kind of.
I'm getting the picture on how you calmed that guy down then.
Ew! Oh my God, you are so nasty. I can't even look at you. He not
Am I
real.
wrong?
Oh, I like that. Mother, just slap him gladly.
Ah!
Plenty more with that king.
What was that? Is there some kind of kink thing that...
Oh
What is
my
this?
God! You know, next time it's gonna hurt so much you will know it's not. Okay?
Right then. Like to see it.
Maybe I'll just kick you next time.
Listen, Rouge.
Oh my God! I know you're not a dog. I don't want to have to explain you.
You and men, what changed?
Nack. This time I will look at you, and you look at me right now.
I'm looking.
In my eyes, Nack.
Alright. Move the viewfinder up a bit.
I am not interested in you. I never will be. Not if you were the last being on Earth. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's it. That is my understanding, Rouge. Too bad.
Yeah. Too bad indeed. He lost Shadow Lord. Explained Topaz Rouge. Omega's the ultimate robot. She's just some girl I used to know.
That's an understatement, but alright.
Omega, yeah, he's the ultimate robot. Whatever, okay?
The ultimate robot. Is he a robot dog?
He's kind of part of the family, okay?
You know, if this guy's in with you now, and Shadow's in with you now, and that guy, Shadow from the news, who killed all the aliens in Westopolis and around Central City and such.
Yeah. What
Well-
point are you trying to make?
You see, it was all over the news, Rouge. There was some random fox lady, some white fox lady who was chasing him around when he was killing the aliens. Looked a lot like you, but that's aside from the point. You know,
are you talking
the newspapers
about?
also said he grew wings at one point. Was that true?
No.
What about when he turned into an alien squid?
No, that never happened.
These things were all over the news, Rouge.
That was fake news. I was there. That never
There was
happened.
that headline of him making out with that Sonic guy.
Nack, that never happened.
Are you telling me I need to change newspapers, Rouge?
Yes, I am. You're obviously reading a rag.
They're more fun, Rouge. Doesn't matter if it's not
Oh,
true.
look, your simp is back.
Well,
Or maybe
then,
it's a different one. I don't know.
This is working out nicely. Good way to pass the time.
Yeah.
Hello, Fang. Hello, Toaster Brains. My name is Mandy the Bunny. No, Mandy the Bunny it is. I'm sending this message to you because I left a little gift for you after the mission. Please check your marvellous queen before you hop on it. I left a fresh cinnamon and butterscotch pie for you. Thank you. Mandy Holland. Well,
Wow.
Mandy,
Wow. Okay, somebody is blind.
I'm sure it's going to be very, very sweet.
Ew, you're so... I can't even look at you. Oh, man, it's a wall of questions. It's like 10 of them.
I'll do them as fast as I can.
I'm gonna read these ones first. Hey, last Shadow Lord. Time travel BS Fang. Let's say yes. That seems to be the... Does he
So-
really... Is it really the only thing stopping him? Those things bolt in his ankles?
So
Why did they bolt them in the ankles anyway? I never understood that.
That seems extreme.
He's literally disabled because of it.
You know, Rouge, I know something probably about your breasts or something, but they're calling you mother. I don't understand. You're gonna have to explain it to me.
You wouldn't understand. You're too old.
I'm not even 40 yet.
Yeah, old. Hey, not Mario. Mother is better. Fang, Shadow, or Mario. You know, much as I hate him, it's still Shadow, okay? That's all you need to know.
You know, Rouge, I think I'm barely 10 years older than you.
I'm not going to date you, Fang.
Never said you would.
And stop acting like it.
There's 9 questions there. I'll pass if I don't want to answer.
Fang, what did you think of Amancio Murcielago?
Paid well.
What did you steal from Sonia?
Lots of things.
Nice. How would you describe Bark?
Annoying.
Bark dated Sonia too. Was that separate from your job?
Yes.
How do you know Maverick?
Met him when I was after some
I don't know who that
magic
is.
stone or something.
Does Rouge know him? Maverick, no.
Apparently not.
Favorite score? This one, right here. That's gonna be my favorite.
Well, there was a few missed opportunities, which they would have been the best. But this will be a pretty good one.
Did you find the 8th emerald? What 8th emerald?
I thought there was an 8th Chaos Emerald at one point. Stupid rumor.
You
Never
really
did
are
happen.
dumb. You just believe everything you read. Even the turning into a squid, really?
It was in the news, Rouge. They had photos.
Yeah, fake ones. Topaz. Topaz is just some girl I used to know, okay? That's all you need to know about her.
I guess you'd know if you could turn into a squid.
Yes, I would, actually, and he can't, because that's ridiculous.
Right. So, you'd know if you could turn into a squid. What else would you know about him? I'm gonna assume a lot in the newspapers isn't true.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, that's too bad.
I'm sorry, Nack. I don't think he'll date you either.
Well, Rouge. Well, apparently you do now. I'm not interested in both.
What do you want? Just information to use against me?
Well, right, Rouge, I'd rather just have a conversation than sit around in silence for the next however long it is until a shift change. You know, I'll assume that's what these people are after. A little bit of riveting conversation from you.
Yeah, that's what I like. Rouge is gem sexual, only loves jewels.
Nah, that makes the most sense, doesn't it?
That's right. That's the only label I like.
Right then, Rouge. That's why you're leaving the gems in this place to me, so you can get handbags.
They're not just any bags, Nack.
No, the chow skin ones, aren't they?
Yeah, the original Murcielago bags. Apparently, I'm heir to that, okay?
Well,
And you knew that the whole time and you never told me.
well, Rouge, it took a little bit of time to figure it out. I knew who your dad was before I knew who your grandparents were.
Why don't you rub that in a little more? See if it starts to sting.
Come on, Rouge, you wouldn't want to know him. He's a bastard, really.
I'm sure he is. You seem to like him.
Well, you know, Rouge, your dad's not too bright. You can trick him into doing things that aren't worth his time for how much you're giving him.
Like what?
Flight chartering, mostly. He's lost money and thought he came out better for it on things I've hired him to do.
Okay, that's a lie as well. Nobody's that stupid. Hey, DG. The reason why I had them bolted is due to Gerald using a bolt gun on his ankles. Shadow got too unstable and nearly blew up the Ark. He used that gun to put down inferior projects that weren't successful. That is so messed up. Oh my god.
Now this is a little, interesting, isn't it?
He did the killing himself?
So,
that is so messed up. Oh my god. Stop trying to make me feel bad for him. I'm still...
Mr. Night Terrors, who was bolted
Hey,
in
listen,
the
he
ankles.
sounds like an innocent little victim, but he's not.
Well, I know that. I remember seeing the news of him killing the aliens.
I took pity on him, okay?
All those,
I know.
All those
Not
human
me.
soldiers who got caught in the crossfire on his rampages. Don't know why they didn't give him the death penalty, to be honest.
He's more useful kept alive, or at least he was. It doesn't sound like it right now.
You know, for what it's worth, I don't think anybody should be killed for anything. I think the rehabilitation system needs to believe in forgiveness.
Yeah, I'll bet you do, huh?
Now,
Mr. I never got caught.
you know, it
Just
could
rub
be,
it in.
It could be because I'm wanted dead or alive in several places. Could be. But, you know, I don't see it that way. I just really believe in rehabilitation rather than punishment.
Why don't you go and find some rehabilitation then, huh?
Well, I don't need it, Rouge.
I tell you, it's not fun.
Do you feel rehabilitated?
No, I'm out here stealing
Oh.
bags in Europe, okay? Do
That's
I look
too bad.
fixed? Do I look fixed?
Well, Rouge, you don't look fixed, actually. You've avoided plastic surgery this whole time.
Thank you. You're such a delight.
So,
Make my skin crawl.
Rouge, I've got to be honest with you.
As if you're anything but.
I can't figure it.
What?
You must have been rolling with somebody else in all this time if you and Topaz don't hang.
What are you talking about?
You don't do jobs by yourself. It's not as if you've not done anything in all these years you've been caught since. So,
I had a stint.
who am I replacing?
I had a successful stint.
Who am I replacing?
Shadow.
Ah, that makes sense.
Hey, Omega, Gerald treated him like a dog rather than an individual like property. Does it sound familiar? Yeah, it does.
It
And
sounds like your boyfriend's bloody screwy, Rouge.
He's not my boyfriend.
What is he then?
My ex-partner and roommate.
Gosh, partner.
In work.
That's a more serious
In
term.
work.
Well, that seems like a Freudian slip, Rouge.
He literally is my partner at work.
Ex-roommate.
Yes, I took him in. I
After
told you
what
that.
they've been saying about the whole situation there, seems like there's a underlying thing going on there.
I'm reading this. Make you feel bad pity or whatever you want to feel towards him isn't my intention, right? We're letting you know the sickening truth of Shadow's creation its maker. I already figured it was sick. I didn't know how sick and twisted. You're gonna make me care about him again, and I'm really trying not to, okay? Really trying not to. Because that's what got me into this whole mess in the first
Rouge, I'm
place.
not even listening, to be honest. I zoned out for a second there, but somebody wants me to sing Daisy Bell.
Toaster brains, why? Why would you want him to
Well,
sing?
let's just see here.
Does he sound like he can sing?
I'm gonna Google it now.
There's something wrong with his voice. It's like he's gargling stones.
Ah, it's something that happened to me when I was younger.
Yeah, I'll bet it was.
Punched in the throat. Never was the same.
This is gonna be cringe.
Let's see here.
You're actually
No,
gonna
I
do
agree.
it.
I agree with you, Rouge. I do.
You're actually gonna do it.
I agree with you, Rouge. It's gonna be cringe, but it's you who's gonna be cringing, so what's it to me?
Ew, no.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer.
You're not even
dude.
singing.
Alright, I'll try.
He goes, Daisy.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage. Well, I could, but it's all been saved up. But you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.
That was gross. Okay.
It was just as bad as you thought it would be, I'll bet.
Yeah, it was. So talented. Hey, child of the moon, thank you. The rings on Shadow's ankles also got bolted to him basically as soon as he was born. He came out in incubation pod screaming in pain.
Rouge, what kind of
That's really, really messed up.
science fiction story is this, Rouge? Let's not.
A really, really messed up one, Nack.
I'm getting a pair of scissors out and cutting through the bullshit, Rouge.
What do you want to know?
What the bloody hell is going on? What the bloody hell is going on?
This is the reason why I took him in the first place, because I knew he was messed up, okay?
Oh, you were living with Mr. Psycho Killer off the news.
He would never hurt me. It's like the last thing he'd ever do.
Okay. You know, just... Gosh, Rouge, you going straight in more than one way. It's like I'm speaking to a different person.
Don't say that.
No, you've just changed quite a bit.
I worked with him and I took pity, okay? Is that so hard to believe that I actually care about somebody?
Well, if it's a bloke, honestly, yes, but I'll admit it's been a while. I guess you've changed. We all do, eventually.
Yeah, Topaz changed. Hey, CC Turles, Rouge, you went on a heist without me. Shit, I could have asked this guy. Why did I ask you?
Because I'm probably better at this than him. Let's be honest, Rouge.
No, it's because Shadow's not around to do it with me.
So he was willing to go on heists with you.
Well, he never wanted to.
Self-sacrificing type. Well, that's nice of him. How'd it all go south?
I'm not talking to you about that.
You know. You'll feel better about it if you talk to somebody.
He's a really messed up person. Can't you hear what I'm saying? Someone used a bolt they usually kill cows with on his ankles.
So did he get too weird?
Yes. What do you think? But he was never my boyfriend, okay?
So did he get too weird in public or in private?
He was always weird in both.
Well then, what was the camel's back-breaking straw?
Well, pretty much him killing my grandpa. I have to put it to one
So
thing.
did he, you know, pump his shotgun and take him out for some reason, or...
No, he yelled at him until he had a heart attack.
I suppose he was old enough for that to work.
Hey, DG, to keep it simple, Fang Shadow was born from agony and conditioned through hell and was forced to think of himself as nothing more than a madman's property. Okay, that sounds maybe
That'll
even
do
worse
some things to a guy.
than I understood it to be.
This bloke's had a rough time.
Yes.
That's what I'm to understand
Yes,
here.
that's exactly what happened. A really bad time, and I'm trying really hard not to care right now.
Well, Rouge, he's had a lifetime worth of the bad, and if he was living with you, I suppose he's had a lifetime worth of the good. All evens out.
Yeah, okay.
He can make his own way now. If you're done with him, you're done with him.
Yeah, I'm totally done with him. That's it. You can't just kill a girl's
Sometimes.
grandpa and expect her to be happy about it.
Well,
Hey,
no.
Omega, he yelled at him to get him to relinquish the inheritance. I don't care, Omega. He was obviously taking his anger out on my poor little grandpa. He was a sweet little angel who never did anything wrong ever.
He was a nice guy. I'll give you that.
He was so tiny and cute.
He was generous. He was a generous man.
I know.
I thought he'd already be gone. It's a little bit sad knowing that he was...
I knew him for like 40 minutes and I left him.
No, he had that effect. Don't know what his wife was thinking.
I don't know either.
No, he was a nice guy, I remember that.
Did he not hire this weasel to kill for him? Yeah, Omega. To kill some bastard who was sleeping with his wife, so that just checks
that
out.
Seems moral enough to me.
That seems justifiable,
Yeah,
to say the least.
It's alright.
Hey, not Mario. Mother, Shadow cares for you and can't love without you.
Oh, he's one of those.
One of those what?
He's
Don't act like you...
clingy, isn't he?
Yes, extremely.
I know.
But also not, because he was going to marry somebody else. But listen.
Okay, but you can marry somebody and still be clingy to somebody else.
Oh, yes, that's what I did.
Found that out.
Wait, what?
I was the other guy being clung to, Rouge. Don't get excited.
I was going to say, you don't seem like the marrying type.
And I'm not. I'm the save up enough money to buy a tropical island and live the rest of my days there type.
Well, I'm the same.
You know, if you ever want to pull resources on that,
no, thank
then
you.
we can share the
I want my
island somewhere.
own tropical island, not shared with you.
Fair enough, Rouge. If you want, I can tell you another interesting story about my travels.
Yeah, go on. Anything to keep in mind of
You
this.
wouldn't know this, but I've met the last living Mobian echidna.
Okay, that's fine.
It's on a floating island out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, well, tell me more.
It's magic, Rouge.
That's fascinating.
Bunch
I'd
of stuff.
love to know it.
Bunch of stuff with old Dr. Robotnik trying to steal his big fat emerald.
Oh, he was trying to steal a
Never
giant...
pulled it off, though.
Did anybody else ever try to steal it?
Supposedly.
Oh, I guess there's probably stories about that as well. How big is it? I'll bet it's really, really big.
Bigger than you can think, Rouge.
Mm-hmm. I'll bet it's like bigger than your entire body.
Of course, since you know about gems, you probably know about it.
No, I actually don't.
Oh, really?
What's it called?
To be honest, I don't. It's an emerald. I don't remember much else than that. It was a job.
And a failed one. How's that feel?
It would have been great, but
What stopped you, huh?
the bloody lunatic echidna.
Yep.
He's got spikes on his hands.
No.
No, he does.
Never. That's crazy.
All right, Rouge, I'm getting the vibe.
What?
You don't actually seem surprised by this.
I've had it before.
Ah, it's bullshit.
His name is Knuckles.
Well, it makes sense. I think that's what Doc Robotnik called him.
He knows me pretty well. Pretty
Gosh,
well.
Rouge, how many boyfriends do you have?
He was never my boyfriend. Okay.
There's the dog called. There's the dog called Omega.
He's a robot, you idiot.
All right, Rouge, all right. But there's this guy with the emerald. I understand why you'd find him a little bit attractive. And then you've got the alien guy you were living with, who I guess that didn't work out, so apologies for that.
There was nothing there.
Condolences, actually.
There was nothing there to work out or not. Do you understand?
All right, Rouge.
And if you must know, Shadow actually stole that emerald once.
Well, good for him. That red bloke always gets it back, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, always.
Well, good for him.
Always in the end. Hey, Omega. I'm not a canine, you cretin. Yeah?
Well, your lovely lady here introduced you as a dog. As her dog. So I guess you're a property as well.
He's literally not.
Wait.
You're just such an ass.
Ah, well, you know, that's just me, isn't it, Rouge? So, anything else going on except for you breaking up whatever it was with you and this alien murder machine?
Hey, DG, about that Fang. Unfortunately, he's not the last echidna. There is 5 in total, including him. He'll be marrying another echidna which freed him from prison. I think you mean who freed him from prison. She's not a thing. Rouge here had a thing for the gullible crimson idiot. No, he had a thing for me.
Right.
He had a thing
No,
for
I
me.
believe that. I reckon a lot of people have a thing for you, Rouge.
Yeah, I know. I know they do. Why, do you think I'm surprised? You think I don't know?
You know, Mr. Uncontacted Tribe of One there. I bet his eyes popped out his head when he met his first woman of his life, and it was you. Unless
Yeah.
there was someone before that.
There wasn't. There wasn't.
Exciting time for him, huh?
Nothing happened, Nack. I tried to steal his jewel from him. He did not like that.
Would have thought he'd enjoy it if it was you trying to steal it.
You know, I thought that too. He didn't.
You know, that's bloody weird. Not even a smirk off him.
No, never.
So he wasn't smart like. How many times did you steal it?
Oh, like a whole bunch.
Okay.
I lost count.
So you had this routine.
The number became embarrassing.
Right, that is embarrassing, Rouge. You know, I don't try things twice if it fails the first time.
Never?
Nah.
Then why do you keep on trying to hit on me, huh?
Talking about jobs, Rouge. You know you'd never be work to me.
Oh, aren't you so charming? You know, because you said it so nicely this time, it might be a yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fantastic.
I've suddenly
isn't it?
decided you're exactly my type. Shark tooth and all.
Ah, you know, Rouge. Sometimes people do come around. Gosh, if only certain things were real.
Like what?
Like you turning a corner on me.
Don't pretend.
Say
like
life,
you care.
eh?
You just want to win a game.
Well, come on, Rouge. That's life in essence, isn't it?
No, I've learned it's really not, and no one should see it that way. It's really messed up to see people as a game, Nack, don't you think?
Ah, people aren't a game. Money's the game. That's the game, Rouge.
Yeah. Thanks, Omega. Observation, step off, designation, snaggle creep. I like that.
That's a new one.
I like
That's
that
going
one
in
a
the book
lot.
of them.
Thanks, Tichi. All that happened was Rouge trying to take his family jewel. Recently, she's been gaslighting, making him stupid things on the regular.
Right. What stupid things did you make him?
I don't even know what they're talking about.
Did you make him do stupid things?
Yeah,
Ah, they're
obviously.
missing a do. So, where can I watch this?
Oh,
This show?
as if I'm gonna tell you
Do
that.
they get archived, or is it just
No, actually,
gone the moment you
it's
go
gone
offline?
forever. You can never see it again.
That's sad. That's sad.
Is it nearly 11 yet?
No, it's not 11 yet, Rouge. Too bad, right? So, I heard from a friend of a friend of a friend that your mum is back on the scene.
Yeah, she is. Why didn't you try and talk to her? I'm sure she'd like you.
Oh, I'm sure
She
she
likes
would.
sad old losers.
Well, if I'm old, then your mum's too old.
Yep.
You know, if she eased off on the fags, then she probably looks a little bit more like you still, and then it would be a maybe. But, no.
Yeah, that figures.
You know, for all the things I've done, I didn't enjoy smoking the times I tried. Had to do to fit in with some people on jobs a couple times. God, you know, Rouge, chewing down a cigar without training yourself on the smoke, I wouldn't do that again.
Yeah, you know you don't have to. You can just say you don't smoke.
No, that was a big thing. It was this club, Rouge, you wouldn't understand. It was a men's club. You've not done jobs on men's clubs, have you? At least not as one of the members.
I don't do that. You know what? You're gonna try and imply to people that I'm some kind of, and I'm not, okay?
No, I know that, Rouge. Somebody's in there talking about Ariana Grande.
Why?
I don't know. It sticks out for being bloody
It
weird.
better be that I remind them of her.
What's Ariana Grande?
She is literally mother.
God. Well,
Oh my god, no
here
way.
we go.
It's Mandy again.
Hello, Fang. Hello, Mandy. Before you go, would you be willing to swing by my cottage for a movie night? I have all sorts of VHS tapes we could pick for the time being. VHS, really? I also have a nice dinner planned, a grilled chicken with Alfredo and vegetable soup. If you want, of course. Well, you know what, Mandy? Sounds like a yes.
He's in Spain right now, Mandy. I don't think that sounds like a Spanish name.
I was about to point out. Unless it's in Spain, it's gonna be a rain check on that.
No, you mean it's a yes, but when you get back to wherever she is.
That's what a rain check is, Rouge. It's pushing something off.
Not when I use it. That
No.
means no forever.
That's not what it is, Rouge. A rain check is when you push something back. No, don't tell me I've got this wrong. I've been saying it this way for over 30 years, Rouge. A rain check is when you push something back. It's not cancelling it.
It is to me.
No, you better tell me that's just a you thing.
I don't really know or care, okay?
That's got to be a you thing, Rouge. If it's not, I've been saying it wrong for 30 years.
I don't care. I really don't care. I want to leave.
So, Rouge, what are you going to do with the bags?
I'm going to keep them and make a collection of them and look at them every day to remind me of something I could have had.
Where's that going to go?
In my apartment.
Do you still have a room for your collections?
Yes, I do.
I suppose if you're not sharing the space of a collection room with whatever garbage Topaz had, then, you can fill that with double the amount.
Yeah, and it's even better when you get rid of somebody else's collection, right? You
Well,
don't have
more space is more space. If you're a collector, you like collecting.
Yeah. Oh my god. What is Shadow doing? It's not that I care. I just want to make sure he's not
Did he
doing...
have a collection?
Yes, but that's not your business.
What did he collect?
Guns, okay?
Ah, that makes sense. Seemed to like guns when the aliens were in town.
He had a thing about them. Well, he still does, I assume. Oh my god, he can't... Rampaging where?
So he's rampaging.
Stop it. You're gonna make me care. I don't want to care.
Come on, Rouge. Don't you know how breakups work?
I know exactly how breakups work. That's why I don't want to care.
You don't call them.
Not that this is a breakup.
You don't call them. You don't drive past where they're working. You don't go into the workplace.
Which is why when I get back home, I'm being relocated.
So that's the right idea, Rouge.
But maybe I'll just stop by Station Square.
No, Rouge, you're ruining your own bloody life now.
No, because that's where my apartment is anyway. I need to move things, so I need to
you
go back
need
to
get your
Station Square.
stuff.
I need to go back to Station Square so I can move to Empire City. And if I happen
Bloody
to
love
see him,
Empire.
I won't talk to him because I don't want to anymore. Because we're done. Because he killed my grandpa. And because he got really, really weird. Even more so.
Mancio was a nice bloke.
Yeah, he was.
Didn't realise he liked killing nice blokes as well as aliens.
Hey, Cece Turles. He didn't even care when a commie talked to him. That's
Gosh,
fine, I don't care.
guess he's not so rootin' tootin' American after all.
Oh no, I guess not when you find out your beloved creator bolted your ankles. That's
So is
really
that his
awful.
dad by all means, or what?
In a way. Apparently thought of him like a dog,
So
which is so messed up.
he didn't have parents then?
Hey, Omega Rouge, this is not my forte, but I have never seen Shadow so broken than after you're falling out with him. Don't do Omega, don't do this to me.
Alright.
Don't do this to me. You're not allowed to do this to me.
Gonna be honest, Rouge, it sounds like there's something between you two, if I'm being completely honest.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, you've only just asked me on a job here, so if he used to be the partner, I'll assume that you two's parting ways is recent, so, well, sounds like you're
Omega,
not
what do you
doing
mean?
well
Shut
without
up.
you.
Omega, what do you actually mean? I don't know what you actually mean by that. That could mean anything. What does that mean? It's just a word that doesn't describe anything. Come on, just 3 more minutes.
By the way, what about you and Topaz?
What about it?
Didn't know it happened.
How do you not know? That's why I'm even here.
She didn't even mention it. I knew you got caught. I knew she didn't.
Yeah, because of her.
Well, Rouge, seems like you're a little upset about the whole thing, so only talk about it if you want to, I suppose.
She ruined my entire life.
Gosh.
Okay, that's what you want? You want me to admit it?
You know, Rouge, I've not had something go as south as that since, well, before I was your age.
I'm not gonna care about you, Nack.
Some older woman when I was 21. Seemed like an angel. But of course, you know.
Oh, hey, Omega. He was a shell of his former self, like nothing mattered anymore. The worst part, not even a pat from Cuddles helped. Okay, listen, don't make me upset about the
All
kid.
right, you know,
don't make me upset about the kid.
This is a little intriguing, Rouge, because you seem to perk up there. Your ears did that thing where they twitch a little when they
I can't help that, and you
popped
know
up
it.
again. You know, it's just a little interesting that this seems to mean so much to you. It's not healthy, I'll tell you that.
I helped take care of the kid, so what? So
Well,
what?
if
I
the
got a
kid's
little attached.
apparently gone, then I think it's best if you move on, Rouge.
And I have done. Okay? I have done, just like I did with Topaz.
Weird.
It's over.
Weird to think this alien genocide guy has made you soften up, but
I have not softened up. I'm
It's-
about to get in there and get out and get
it's
what I
sad
want, like
to
I always
see,
do.
Rouge. It's sad to see.
I'm not soft.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Thanks, Omega and Silver. Jam tape broke completely. Don't make me care now. Don't make me care now. Hey, gentlemen, that's why you work for GUN Rouge. You got caught. What do you think? Do you think I wanted to work here? Do you think I want to work a job? Shuffling papers and doing what somebody else tells me to do?
Gosh, you know, maybe I should have brought Bean. He's got a way with words to make people shut up.
Yeah, he really has. I really wish I asked him instead. Thanks, not Mari Cuddles called you Mom. That was because of a lie we were talking.
Okay, now this is getting very interesting.
No,
So,
no, you know what?
all
It's
you
11.
people explain this to me.
Nack, it's 11.
Ah, come on, Rouge. They need time to
What do you think your
swap
relationship with
coffees.
Freya, Rouge? Yeah, my relationship with Freya. She's
That's another story, isn't it?
Yeah, you heard about Freya?
Ah, well, Rouge, I got around. I'd happen to know all about that now.
You gonna help me get these bags?
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
I'll get back to that. Well, that was
Well,
easier
you
than
know,
expected.
Quick as anything, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'll let you go get whatever you want to get now.
Well, I'll see you later, Rouge.
I'll see you around. This is all I want.
Hope you get things sorted out with moving out.
I will.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Call me again if you need something, love.
I won't.
What exactly was your relationship to Freya, Rouge? From question mark. Ooh.
She
I'll
was
let you
helpful.
answer that.
She didn't know it. She was very helpful to me. She didn't like that she was. Okay, sometimes you gotta step on a few heads. Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, that's what I say. So if Nack says I'm soft, it's because he doesn't know what happened with Freya. Hey, Neo. truly sorry, Rouge. The loss of Cuddle, Shadow's mental state has gone into downward spiral. Can offer therapy sessions for Shadow. There's no way he'd ever accept that in a million years. He needs you. You're the only one that can help. No, I can't help because I said I'm done. And I meant it. You can't just treat people like they belong to you. What am I supposed to do? You just need to go to therapy as if that would ever work. And now you're making me care about it and making me upset. And you know I don't like that. I don't care. I'm done. It's over. And it's done. And I won't miss him because I don't miss people because I'm not soft. Gonna go back to Station Square, not because I want to see him or not because I want to make sure he's okay, and not because I care. No, not because I care at all, just because I need to go and get my stuff for my big move. And that is all I care about. I don't care about him because he's weird and he mistreated me, and it doesn't matter. Because I step on people's heads. That's what I do. That's my style. I'm not nice.
Well, Rouge, there's some bloody beautiful stuff in there. It's in the van I've got, so that'll drive out to where I've got the Queen. I'll ride away on that. And, well, I won't be using a regular airport for all the stuff I've got. I think you'll get through customs alright with that, though.
You're not gonna help me get out of here?
If you really insist, you can get in the van.
Yeah, just don't try anything.
Well, I know you don't want to get in the van with me, Rouge.
Yeah, it's the last thing I'd ever normally want, but desperate
There's
times.
a middle seat that'll be empty, aside from whatever you want to put down on it.
I'm gonna put all my stuff between us. Besides, how would that make Mandy feel?
Well, Rouge, still not met that girl yet. Maybe I will. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe you will.
Well then, Rouge, this all done here.
Yeah, I think so. I'll see you later, guys.
You know, for what it's worth, Rouge, this was a lot more enjoyable than the last job I did with Bean and Bark.
That's not really saying
God, Bark
much.
talks more than